Welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. It is Marvin speaking. We're just getting to a article by the Lancs Live. And this was produced originally on the 29th of April and was updated on the 6th of February 2013. And the only thing I can think of is that this the story about David Paul Rose. He was in a coma for quite a while. We're going to see whether there's any updates or family updates on this as well. Thank you for the private messenger who sent this. David Paul Rose, 22, has been enjoying a romantic getaway with Sarah Ferris, 22. He was attacked by a group of young men outside the Tramps nightclub in the purpose-built holiday resort of Playa de las Americas at around 3 a.m. on Sunday, April the 24th. And this was by John McPherson, chief reporter. And I will email, see if I can get some information from him on this as well. On why it took nearly 2 years to update it. Attack David Paul Rose. Our community members are a young father is fighting for his life in a hospital on the island of Tenerife after being attacked outside a nightclub while on holiday with his girlfriend. David Paul Rose, 22, had been enjoying a romantic getaway with Sarah Ferris. He was attacked by a group of young men outside the Tramps nightclub in the purpose-built holiday resort of Playa de las Americas at around 3 a.m. on Sunday, April the 24th. David worked as a welder at Eurotransport Manufacturing Limited in Water, Rosendale. He has a 5-year-old daughter. Charlie Donnelly was rushed to Santa Cruz Hospital and was placed into a coma because of the swelling to his brain. He's also been battling with pneumonia and since Monday because of the weakened immune system. It's not yet known whether the attackers were British holidaymakers or foreign nationals. David lives with his mother, Davina, and 2 sisters, Berka Rose and Abby Slater, on Pilot Street in Accrington. Mum Davina Kirkwood says she was horrified when she found out what happened. She said, "I got a call on Sunday from his girlfriend telling me what happened, and she was frightened and in shock. I was horrified and distraught when I was told what happened, and I'm still in shock now." Sarah said they were walking out of a nightclub to head back to their hotels when some lads just happened to pick an argument with them. As he was walking off, one of them struck him on the back of the head and he fell to the floor. Wow. The police over there are saying there's not much they can do at the moment because there were no CCTV outside the nightclub and the lads who ran off. He's fighting for his life at the minute and has been put into a coma because of this swelling on his brain. He woke up only once by himself, but was kicking his arms and legs around, so they had to sedate him. Sad. He now has pneumonia because his immune system is down and has been fighting this for the last 2 days. The doctors are doing everything they can. I believe it's a really good hospital. She added, he's a good lad and got a good heart and has lots of friends. He likes to party and is a happy-go-lucky lad. We are getting phone calls all the time from friends and family. Everyone is concerned. Davina will fly out on Friday by her son's bedside and securing an emergency passport earlier this week. David's aunt, Angela Fishwick, and husband, Ian, flew out to be with him on Monday, and I've been keeping the family up to date with his progress. David's father, Paul Rose, who cannot travel to Tenerife because of health issues and family commitments, said is probably the last phone call you would expect at 4 a.m. in the morning. David was all excited to go over there and have fun because he hasn't had a holiday for a while. It's very hard to deal with it because it's over there. We are only getting broken information every time the phone rings. Your heart sinks because you think of the worst. The main thing I want now is for him to come back home so I can at least go and sit with him. Paul Booth, the general manager at ETM Limited, with David Work, said, "We are all absolutely stunned as David has gone away for a welcome break and it's just the last thing you want to expect to happen. I've spoken to his father, Paul. I've passed on my best wishes to him and the family and hope he can make a speedy recovery. A Foreign Office spokesperson added, "We are aware of the hospitalisation of a British national in Tenerife and consular assistance is provided to the family." Once again, we look at the Guardia Civil basically doing nothing, hardly nothing about an attack, and no CCTV basically outside the clubs or in the area. That's quite bizarre to me. So we have, I mean, this is obviously quite some time ago, people, 2011, I presume, when it happened. And the update was in 2013. But it just gives just some evidence of sometimes what can happen out there, and to just be cautious wherever you're going at the end of the day, and always basically stay in well-lit areas. Let me get into some other information as well from the private messenger. There was another article on David Paul Rose, which was from the Rosendale Free Press as well. So the private messenger goes on to say, Jay has a half sister called Abby Slater. Interesting, it was a blow to the head in Tenerife and relatives of Jay Wright. Interesting. I linked her as a relative, which gave me Harmer and Rose a new surnames. I was actually stopping on Andrew Watson. He doesn't have a Facebook. There are numbers of Watsons on Facebook in the area that have links to Harmer, Rose, and of course Slater. I was looking for Gary Slater, but he doesn't appear to have a profile. I've drawn a blank for now. Interesting that Ethan Harmer died from a blow to the head in Tenerife, though, don't you think? Wow. Absolutely crazy. Yeah. Very, 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 very odd. Just going to look into that as well. That I don't know. I'm digging about, but I think I'm linked the surname Rose and Hennessy. Not sure yet. Oh, and Harmer is linked to Cooney. This is really, really bizarre. And so this private messenger is just looking for links in the Harmer and the Cooney cases as well, because obviously, if we can find a link, this will, there's some seriously bad activity going on here. But I will keep you updated. I'm just going to go into that Ethan Harmer. Welcome back to part 2, people. So the private messenger, I'm going to read this out again. I was looking for Gary Slater, but he doesn't appear to have a profile. And I've drawn a blank for now. Interesting that Ethan Hammer died from a blow to the head in Tenerife, though. Don't you think that is odd? The only thing I've got is this one from the Lancs Live. Inquest opens after the death of much loved dad. This was 3 months ago, people. And don't forget, this kid. He was from the young man. Should I say? He was from the Accrington area. Ethan James Ian Hammer died on Sunday, April the 27th of this year. Ethan's a former pupil of Oswald Whistle School, was a dad to 4-month-old daughter. His death was referred to the coroner's court, and inquest opened on Thursday, June the 12th. Preston Coroner's Court, a final inquest will be scheduled in due course. A GoFundMe set up by Craig Harmer to raise money for Ethan's funeral. I'd imagine that's a family member, possibly his dad. As most people will be aware, we lost our beautiful boy Harmer on Sunday at the age of 23. Ethan was such lovable character who we all love dearly and always will. He will be terribly missed by his family and friends, and was taken from us too soon. Ethan leaves behind a beautiful daughter, Laura Jane, who is 4 months old, and unfortunately we have to grow up without her daddy, excuse me. We're lucky to raise funds to contribute towards the funeral costs, and giving him the best send-off possibly can do, and put some funds away for Laura Jane's future. That's all I've got. basically on this case. The weird thing is that it doesn't really tell us how he died or where he died. And I'd imagine this is the same Ethan Hammer that the private messenger was on about. But it didn't say anything about he died from a blow to the head in Tenerife, which is quite odd. So if people can do some digging on this for me, whether I've got the correct Ethan Hammer, I presume it is, because this obviously kiddies from Accrington as well. Let me know what you think, people, and don't forget to subscribe to Streamline Entertainment and follow the channel. Thank you.